Hi. So I wanted to do a video about basically just what's been going on with my computer and kind of technology in my life right now because it's been chaos with it. So my computer started having problems maybe the first or second week of September, maybe the first week of September. And I spent, I think, 4 or 5 hours total on the phone with AppleCare trying to figure out what was wrong. And what was confusing to me was the problem that happened started after I updated iMovie. So I was just chilling at home on my computer watching TV, like you do, and I saw, oh, Safari has an update and iMovie has an update. Okay. And both of them said fixes bugs and just generally improves function, like most of them do, really. Nothing would be that different, but it was going to improve how it ran, stuff like that. So I did it for Safari first, worked beautifully. In fact, I hadn't even thought about it, and Safari was running really slow before I did the update, and then after I did the update, I opened it to see what was different, if there was anything or anything, and it was running so much faster. So I thought, oh, that's awesome. Maybe iMovie will too, because it had been kind of lagging. And so I then updated iMovie, and my computer froze. And I tried to fix it myself. I tried to just like turn it off, turn it back on, tried it again. I did that like 10 times. The same thing happened every time. And I couldn't get it to work. So I think it was the next afternoon, I called AppleCare and I told them what was happening. He ran me through how to, I think, delete caches, delete possible corrupted files, all of that kind of thing. Tried what he said. He said if that didn't work, it might take fully, like, wiping my computer, taking my files off and putting them on an external hard drive and totally wiping my computer and reinstalling the operating system. What he told me worked for a while, but I still was never able to use iMovie. That never was fixed, but my computer at least started then. Because the problem that was happening was it would go to turn on and stop at the Apple sign and wouldn't go any further. And then it just sat there forever until I turned it back off, until I shut it down and tried to turn it back on. So it accomplished getting past that. He even had me do the safe reboot, all of that kind of thing. And so I ended up, because iMovie was still screwing up, it just made it worse. And I ended up calling a second time, and I was on the phone with that person for like an hour, hour and a half again. And he had me delete all the caches, delete all of my iMovie files and iMovie, and re-download it, and that worked for 20 minutes. And then it did it again, but I didn't have time to call back then. So, and then I had been told if this doesn't work, you do need to totally remove your files and completely swipe it. So I tried that, and I was on the phone with the person for another hour. Didn't do anything. So then I actually took it into an Apple store, and they did diagnostics on it, and the software ran beautifully. It was totally fine. There was nothing wrong with it, and the hard drive failed miserably. So that's where I was at. 2 days before the wedding was basically without a usable computer. And actually it died while Andrew was using it. So for the last 2 months, I hadn't had a working computer. So then finally, I guess 5 days ago now, we were actually able to afford how much it was going to be to replace the hard drive. And I have a much, much bigger hard drive than I did before. And we have a hard drive that's big enough to back up everything on it. So now I can show you this. So I still need to redo my icon because it didn't transfer any of it, and none of my pictures have been acting right. It's been weird transferring my files over. But it works great. It works beautifully now. And iMovie is awesome. And look, YouTube. So it's working much better, and I actually have a movie exporting right now. Let's see how long. That's no fun. So that was what was going on with my computer. It basically was non-functional because of the hard drive, and it really sucked. But what was really nice is I ended up finding out that iPhones can run iMovie, and besides it taking a lot of memory, they actually do a really great job of it. It doesn't work the same, there's not all of the same functions, but I actually didn't mind using iMovie on my phone. And now I know I have both, and now my Mac works again, which I love. I'm so excited. So now I just have to find my camera. I did find a bunch of our honeymoon pictures that I took on my phone rather than my camera, though, on my computer that I can make a video of. So, a lot of technological problems. My computer dying, almost losing everything on it because I didn't know if it was going to be recoverable or not. And it's kind of just based on how nice the hard drive wants to be. So, that was really lucky that we were able to get everything off. And I have my laptop back now. So that and my iPhone acting weird. My iPhone has now started dying sooner. It started dying quicker. The battery life isn't as long. And I mean, it had been dying faster before, but never this fast. I can use it for 20 minutes and have it half dead again after I just charged it completely. So I really want to get the iPhone 6 Plus. I really want the Plus, just because what I use it for at camp is very different than a normal cell phone. Obviously, it is a normal cell phone. It's a phone. It has that function. But here, I only have cell phone service when we go into town. I don't have, and nobody gets cell phone service at camp. So it's all based on Wi-Fi. So it basically turns into like just a device to use for the internet, really. So an iPhone 6 Plus would just be kind of like a tablet almost, because it is fairly big. I mean, it's not like, I don't know. I really liked it. Andrew got the iPhone 6 because of different stuff with how long is left in my contract. I am having to wait, not just for getting a new phone. Although, if my iPhone dies, I won't have a choice but to replace my phone, because I can't really be without a phone. But just even moving us onto our own phone plan is being complicated because of how much is left on my contract when we went to try. So we got him moved over, and he was able to get a new phone at the same time, and I wanted to do that too. And even at least move me over, even if we couldn't get me a phone also. Because his broke and shattered. So he needed a new phone. So I would have loved to get my iPhone 6 Plus then, but at the least I wanted to move us together onto the phone plan, and it didn't work. So I hope to soon be able to get the iPhone 6 Plus, but we'll see what happens. So that is technology in my life right now. It's lovely, but at least it's getting better. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.